I got exactly what I assumed. Which is not always the same as what I wanted. But let me put your mind at ease, I got the most important desires of my life. A law is only a law because it cannot fail to produce what it is meant to. And what is the law of assumption supposed to produce? The materialization of your assumptions about your life into your life. And I am telling you, you cannot disprove this law. As Neville Goddard also openly challenged his audience. That they cannot disprove this law. It is immutable and unbreakable. It is the law of life itself. We can only question it if we are not aware of our own assumptions. Then we will be surprised at the results. But if you are aware of your assumptions, you will almost never be surprised. This puts the absolute responsibility on your shoulders. Of your own life. I used to affirm that I have a lavish, steady, dependable income, doing something I love, with ease. It has happened. I wanted my specific person to be obsessed with me. She is now. I wanted to be free. I am free now. Although, freedom is completely subjective. But the kind I wanted, I have it. But most importantly, out of all my desires or pains of life. I always wanted to be free from my own mind. Even before I knew the law. And I am happy to report that I have my mind now working for me, rather than working against me. This is by far the biggest manifestation of the law. The freedom in the mind. You are no longer held captive by your own mind. This is why the spiritual teachers are divorced from the pleasures of this illusion. Because what they have, the freedom in mind, is far more precious than anything this illusion can offer. The law of assumption sets you free. It sets you free from external will being imposed on you. Be it God, the world, government, your partner, or your family. You are a being independent of everything external to you. Yet one with all of it. This is the divine paradox. Seeming separation from your own self. But the freedom from this mental prison is by far the most fulfilling manifestation of the law of assumption. Why do I say this? Because you will get what you want. Trust me, just be a little vigilant with the law and apply it wholeheartedly. And you will get what you want. It will prove itself in performance to you. But when you get it, it won't feel as overwhelming and amazing as you think it will. This is not to say that you stop wanting the world. No. Have it all. Everything. I encourage you to fulfill all your heart's desires. But this pleasure fades away quickly. And you want something more. The purpose of the law is for us to realize who we are. And this alignment with the source is what you really seek. But we have been bombarded by the world from the very young age that we are powerless little human beings. The law is there to reveal it to you that it is not true. This is honestly what I was seeking from early childhood. That is, to disprove the lies that were fed to me that I must beg God to get what I want. And he may or may not grant it. Despite how badly I want a thing. That I am a being that is essentially powerless against the divine forces. That we do not have much creative control. I despised the idea of fate and the predetermined destiny. So, I never really bought into the idea of a powerless human being who is doomed by fate. And so, in my dissatisfaction with my life, what I was taught, told, and indoctrinated into, I found the law. And the law set me free. This is what I want for everybody now. I want to set everyone free. I won't claim that I have mastered the law. Not at all. Probably not even 1% of it. But I tell you, the freedom that I feel by knowing that I have dominion over my life and see the law prove itself to me over and over again, I wouldn't trade it for anything. The famous Bible verse that the kingdom of heaven is within you is true when you apply the law deliberately. And hell is right here as well when we apply the law in unfavorable ways or on autopilot. But how beautiful is this? That you have equal opportunity as Elon Musk to be insanely rich if you so desire. You have the same freedom to be as enlightened and more as the most enlightened human ever lived. You can have abundance of love in your life as much as you want if you so desire. You can be, do, and have anything. It is only how truly you want a thing. If you persist in an ideal, you will have it. From the book, Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh, it is said that we are living many lives this very moment. There is a version of you who is already filthy rich. There is already a version of you who has the woman or man you desire. Our soul is a multidimensional being. It is everywhere at all times. Linear time is not a constraint for your soul. In fact, it exists in no time. Something that Neville Goddard hinted to make it easy for you. You are a being that transcends this limited human form. And you can use this multidimensional part of you to apply the law and have anything you want. Your job in this life is to experience all the lovely things you want to experience. To create more and there are no limits. Don't feel any guilt in wanting a lot. Because to your multidimensional being, a lot is nothing. The whole point of this existence is to experience what we want. But we are indoctrinated into the limited perspective of our elders, our theologies and even religions. This bondage will be lifted off of you if you understand the law and apply it. You might not always succeed in getting what you want, but you will surely get what you assumed. And I am speaking from experience, you will get more and more of what you want as you get better with practice. And you will end up disidentifying with a version of you that you are being right now. I no longer can relate to the version of me 6 months ago. It is a struggle to think and feel like him, even if I try it. This is how the law changes you. And it is beautiful. Change the focus of your soul to lovely. See only the good. Accept your desires as gifts from your multidimensional self. And choose better. I want you to be free. As I am becoming more so each day.